friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are going over my planner lineup and journal ecosystem for 2026. So this is everything. I mean, of course I have more notebooks, guys, and I jump around in planners, but there are kind of 3 notebooks and 3 planners that I have identified as like the main things that I'm going to need to use this year. So let's just go ahead and take a look at everything so that you can see what I'm using. I will say not all of these will be used daily, but they are going to be the main things that I check back in on occasion, okay? So let's just start from the top and work our way down. This cute little one is an Archer and Olive notebook. It is pocket sized, and so it's really itty bitty, and there's a bookshelf on it. So this is going to be my reading journal. I have tried numerous reading journals. You guys have seen me unbox them from all the different planner companies, like everyone. And I have tried doing a larger reading journal and tracking what I read and all this stuff. And the planners are just too much because I don't want to track how many pages I've read, how many chapters I read in a day, like what exactly I read on January 1st versus January 2nd. I just want to know an overview of what I read and then have space to, if I feel inspired, write a review or make an art journal page based on that. So I finished the setup for this one, and this is so cute and tiny, and it's not overwhelming because it's nice and little. So this is my little Dutch door intro page, and I doodled all of this and used colored pencils for it. And my plan is to, when I find quotes that I love in the books that I'm reading, I'll write this way and write the quotes this way, and see how far we get throughout the year with quotes from the books that I read. So I thought that would be a fun little activity. No high stakes or anything. If I don't fill it, fine. If I fill half of it, great. And it's not going to be quotes from every single book or anything. So there's that. Then here's just a little quotes page using my hand-drawn stickers and tapes. So I thought these turned out really nicely on this page. And this is my 2026 reading goals page, and it was using acrylic markers, built a hobbit hole, and there's my book goal for the year. All right, then this is kind of a hybrid page. It is a to be read page, and I need to update it and add the other books that I've added to my to be read list for the year. So when I decide I want to read a book, I'm going to put the picture here. And then when I actually finish it, I'm going to do a basic rating. So you can see I've rated 4 of these books, but I haven't rated these books yet because I'm not done with them. So it's like both to be read and just a simple review without having to write anything down. Again, low stakes, not a lot of work. Then we have my A to Z reading challenge. I love doing this challenge. And it's basically that you're trying to read a book that starts with that letter of the alphabet. So 26 books throughout the year, starting with different letters. And I decided that things like and the and in will not count for the A to Z. Last year I did do that. So I had a lot of books starting with and it was a problem. So I'm just ignoring those first words if a book starts with that. But I thought that was really cute. This is my DNF Graveyard, did not finish Graveyard, and I don't often stop a book midway through, but it happens. So I'll write it down here so that if I put it here and then I don't review it, I can know that's why. All right, then this is just a countdown. I read 4 books in January, but also I am reading Alchemized right now, which is over 1,000 pages. I'm reading another book on Kindle, which is like 500 some pages, and I'm listening to an audiobook by Brandon Sanderson, who writes really long books too. So my next 3 books are all super long. So I feel like once I get through them, I might speed through a few more things if I pick some shorter books again. And then this is just a simple list of the books that I finished just to see the titles. Just another way to view it. And then here, again, low stakes. I'm not going to try to review every book I read. I'm not going to art journal about every book I read. But the books that I feel inspired to do so, I'm going to choose to journal, like review it or art journal about it. with the remainder of these pages. So, thought that was cool. By the way, if you love this notebook, it is not available in this size, but last I checked, it was still available in B6, only B6. All the other sizes were full. So you can go check it out at Archer and Olive. The next two notebooks are also from Archer and Olive. So code Amy Plans Things does save 10% if you use that. All right, this is my current creative journal. This is an older notebook, I think, but it came back out at Black Friday. And so I picked it up, and I love the composition notebook style. And I have not started writing in this yet. I need to decorate the name page and all of that, but I have decorated for February. And so I think it looks so cute. And I love how this turned out. These are all my hand-drawn stickers. By the way, this is about to restock. I believe on February 6th is when I'm going to restock it. So be on the lookout. This is using my Dutch Door Volume 1 sticker book and the matching washi tapes. And I love how it came out. And then this is using Keleva Plan stickers from her latest release, a coffee sticker book. And that's as much as I've decorated so far. But this notebook is like my diary, and also soon I'll be having a flip through of my last completed one. This notebook will last me 4 to 5 months. So I get through like 2.5 of them every year. Okay, then next notebook is my bullet journal. And I don't use this for like planner stuff because I have planners, but I use it for like my trackers and month in review and all that kind of stuff. So again, I am not all the way done setting it up. I have some annual pages I still want to create, and I haven't, so I made some space. This is my word of the year page. My word of the year is bloom, so I've been filling that out. I haven't done this part yet. And then this is my 26 and 26 page. I still need to fill it out as well, but I did set it up finally. All right, and then here is January in it. And these are using all my hand-drawn monthly trackers and stickers. And most of them sell out fairly quickly, but the printable's always available. So you can go check that out. Printables are on Etsy, and then physical items are in my shop, amyplansthings.com. But I love how this turned out, and I completed quite a bit on this self-care bingo this month. And I just need to catch up. We were on a little family trip, and so I did not bring any of my stuff with me, so I just need to play some catch up. This is using Sweetheart Soda Shop, and I love how this one turned out. But this is going to last me, I think, the whole year, this notebook. So very excited about that. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you will see how March through December end up in this. So super cool. All right. Next up, we have a classic sized happy planner. And this is one that started in July, but I didn't start using it till end of January. So this is what it looks like. It has checklists over here, and then it has space for whatever over here. So this is kind of how I'm using it. Currently page, monthly page again, playing catch up from our little trip. But I think it's looking really good so far. So very excited about that. So this I will use daily. This is my daily grind planner. And I was using it daily for the last 2 years. And this year my business has grown a little bit. And so I don't quite have as much time as I used to. So I am still using the monthly pages. I set this one up. And then I've been setting up some daily pages, but I used to print out my top 10 goals. I have a link down below if you want to sign up to get the printable that fits this, so you can put in your own top 10 goals if you use Daily Grind Planner. But I'm not going to be doing that this year because I'm going to use this on the busiest of days, but not on days that I don't need it. So it's going to be here and there rather than every single day. And so I have the stickers and stuff that I want to start using to set up a few more days so that I have that. Okay, so we have those pages. And then this is just blank dot grid if I need it. And then this is the February stuff. And I pulled out the things that I wanted to look at. I love having like this month's intentions and things that filled my heart this week. This is like their seasonal insert. It's really fun. So I definitely want to fill out kind of these like pages that are really nice. And I did romance reads edition. So then it gave me, I should read these 4 books. So I'm going to add those to my list for when I finish those really long books. I'm probably not going to use the library log because I have this, but that was a fun little thing to do. And then just all of this stuff is really nice. I do have a self-care bingo, but this is a nice other little option that I could do. Then they have some like recipes and things, and I thought it might be fun to try some of those. Now, I don't drink, but I thought just having these in here, trying the cookies and seeing if I could come up with a pink velvet latte that's not with liquor. I like the idea of a pink velvet latte. So strawberry puree and coffee instead of vodka and liqueur. But anyways, love letter to myself. And then the Daily Grind Gazette. This looked so cool. A little word search, a little crossword. I love puzzles, so that was fun. And then there's just a little note. So that is what's in this notebook. This I'm not going to use every single day, but still very useful in super busy days. Lastly, I'm sorting this out, trying to get back up on work stuff. So this is Kell of a Plan. There's a piece of a sticker stuck there. Okay, this is Kell of a Plan. And so this is a content creator thing. And I'm obviously, I do the content stuff, but I also am doing the like art and making product and all of that. So I have all this stuff in here. I don't know that I'm going to be using these pages, but I still have them here. But I am going to be using this for content ideas. Like obviously I have my weekly like journal setups and things like that. But for the other content ideas that I can list and do anytime, I'm going to start keeping a list. I thought this was cool. I've seen, let's see, who is it? Scrappy Wife. She has like monthly themes that she does with her patrons and things like that. Where like they're focusing on like one thing for the whole month. I thought that could kind of be cool to think about on my channel overall, if I can get around to it. There's a lot of if in that. But it could be cool to like have different things, like a month focused on printables and how to do that, and a month focused on art journaling, or I don't know, just leaving that in there for a little while. There's a lot of stuff in here, but mainly what I need are these pages for getting together my content. So I used these twice to test them out, and I'd like to try to start using it more. So this notebook I would set up like weekly and just leave here on this table for when I come downstairs, but it's pretty cool. And then this is the 5-year calendar. This is just year 1, and it is going to be, I haven't filled it out, but it is going to be where I track all my business side of things. So this won't be something that I'm decorating or sharing once I start filling it out, but it'll have like manufacturing deadlines, when shipments are expected, things like that. So this is not going to be something that I share, but it's literally just monthly calendars all in a row, and I have 5 years of them. So that's pretty cool. All of this is from Kell of a Plan. Anyway, so work planner, like goals planner that's not used daily. Then my actual weekly planner, my bullet journal, my creative journal, aka diary, and then my reading journal. So those are the main things. Of course, I have a bajillion notebooks that I'm using for like R&D and playing with different ways to decorate. So those are just, I grab whichever one I want at the time. And then I also have art journals, which I have hordes of art journals in different styles and different paper types. So I'm not gonna like show you all of them because there are many, many, many stacks of them. But these are the main things. All right, let me know down below what's in your planner lineup and journal ecosystem for the year. I'd love to hear from you. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.